Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's a story time. So as the title says, it's my journey with infertility and how I got to get pregnant and hence be a mother to my child. So I got into stay come with like a partnership marriage, like when I was a bit young. I was, I think, 23, and I was in love. I was happy, and there's nothing more have ever wanted than to have a child or children, to nurture them and to love them. So I thought it would be natural. You meet this guy, you fall in love, you move in together, and you think that things will just be as easy as ABC. So we we started we started trying, and not even like really, like we were just enjoying ourselves. It wasn't like really, oh, this month, but in the back of our mind, just knew it would be natural. So 1 month went by, 2 months went by, 3 months went by, a year, 2 years. Now we started realizing, oh, what's wrong? Because I'm young. What could be the problem? So I went to the doctors. The doctors that I went to couldn't find anything that was amiss, because I had my regular period. I had a regular period. My cycle was so regular. So there was nothing that made us think, like, we just thought maybe it was the timing that wasn't right. Oh, I look like I'm not dressed, but I am dressed. Trust, I'm dressed. So, um, so, guys, the same thing went by for 6 years. For 6 years, to a point that I got into a depression. Like, I was not happy anymore in this marriage. I was not, I was just not, I was not happy. And I know it's so sad for, I think people who've gone through this know, like, I just felt like something was missing. I wasn't happy anymore. I started falling into a depression. I never saw the point to get up. And when I realized that it was taking a toll on me, I decided to step out of that relationship and just be by myself to first, because first of all I went into it so young, and then I was dealing with this infertility issue still being young, without the maturity of knowing how to deal with it. So I walked out of my marriage. That's how I walked out of my marriage. Although that's a story for another time. Today it was about infertility, but it had to come to that. So that was 6 years into the marriage. So without any children, without any contraceptive measures. So 6 years went by, no child, no sign of a child. And when I say no child, I mean no miscarriage, no, like, I have, at that point, I had never been pregnant, and even lost a pregnancy, just no pregnancy at all. So that was in end of 2012. So 2013 to 2018, I was just in dating relationships, like, no, like, after healing, like, no, let me not say 2013, it was from maybe 2014 to 2018. I was dating, and in my mind I knew I couldn't get kids, so me, I was never on contraception. So as long as we tested for HIV and STIs, like, I never thought there was no point to add any more foreign stuff to my body. So I was on no contraceptive. So on 2017 it hit me. I'm just growing older and older. I'm growing, age is catching up on me. So I decided, let me go to see a specialist to see what the problem could be. Because even at this point, while I'm dating and not using any contraceptive and I was not trying not to be pregnant, it still wasn't happening. So I told myself the problem lies with me, because it couldn't be that everyone else that I'm dating has a problem apart from me. So I told in 2017 I went to see the doctor. I went to see a specialist and did several tests on me, and the tests came back and she says I can my reserve was diminishing. So it meant that I wasn't ovulating, or even if I was ovulating, I was not producing viable eggs. That's what she told me. And she told me the only way I could be a parent or have a child is through IVF. So guys that live, okay, I think all over the world, but especially in Kenya, you know, IVF is so expensive, and it's not 100% guaranteed. So me, that was my main issue. I was like, it's expensive beyond my means, and it's not guaranteed that even if I spend this money, I'll be able to carry my own child. So I cried. I talked to my sister. She was like, oh, just take it easy. We'll know what to do. At least we know what the problem is, and God still has a way. And I stopped crying. And after a week, I went and consulted a doctor and asked them, like, if you're told your what was it called? Your reserve is low. There's nothing else you can do to boost it other than IVF, other than just having the end result as IVF. He told me, you can try and boost you can stay and boost your hormones up and see if it works. So it was just trying. And mind you, at this point I had lost weight. I was on this fitness journey, so I was looking like $1 million. So because I was overweight in my previous relationship, so this 2016 I had lost weight, so I was just maintaining myself. I was okay. So I started on the supplements that he told me that I could start with. So I took them for 3 months, and then he kept on asking me, oh, go be checked again and see whether there's a difference in your hormone levels or on your reserve. At this point I was just like, I'm done with this pregnancy or trying. Like, I won't be the first person that has never, like, I won't be the first person to be infertile. I'd made peace with it. I was like, this is too much. It's too much mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, socially. It was just getting too much. So I just put it at the back of my mind. I was like, God, listen, there are people that have not be able to conceive kids, and they're still okay. So I made peace with myself. I was like, I'm gonna enjoy life more. I won't die because I'm not a parent. I made peace with it. It was hard, but I had to make peace with it, and I left it. And I started dating, you know, when you know you don't want people to ask you, I want kids, so you date knowing, like, when it gets to that serious talk, you just check out. Like, I've had heartbreaks, I've had people throw this to my face, so no. So I was just protecting myself. So I was dating, but when I see we are reaching a point that you want to start giving me those marriage, children, I'll just check out. So 2018 rolls in March. My period is late. asked God, now your infertility is nothing, you making me infertile is nothing. Now you even want to take you want me to start menopause early? Because in the back of my mind, there's no way I would have been, I thought I would be pregnant. The only thing that came to my mind was menopause. I was like, I'm too young, Lord. Even if you don't want me to have kids, that's okay. Menopause at this point of my life, when I'm just trying to enjoy my life, trying to enjoy all parts of my life, you want to take away. I was like, no. So I was dreading to take a pregnancy test, because I was like, that's just my money going down the drain, because it will turn out negative. So I kept on carrying pads in my bag. I was like, it will just come. Never came. So one day I was just like, from work, I was like, let me just get it over and done with. I know what it is I'm dealing with. So I go buy a pregnancy test. These ones, the cheapest, the strips, the cheapest ones. Because I'm like, nah. I've done this too many times. I know, like, it's just a waste of my money. So I go to the loo, I pee on it. Lord, it drew 2 lines so fast that I got out of the loo, out of my house screaming, going to the neighbor's house to ask them whether what I'm seeing is right or wrong. Yes. And indeed, I got pregnant without planning for it, without even trying. That's my pregnancy journey. And now I have a beautiful 1 year, 4 months old daughter. Yeah. So guys, that was my story for today. Hope it encourages somebody. Like, don't be stressed about it. You're not the first, neither are you the last. And if you let it, you let it out, it helps. Don't be in control too much. Don't want to be in control too much. Then it messes up with our hormones and stuff like that. So guys, that was my story. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Press on the notification bell to get notifications on my upcoming videos. And see you on my next one. Bye.